I'm going to talk about a concept called look for the bright spot. This is something I learned from the book Switch, which is a book written by Chip and Dan Heath, two brothers. And the full title of the book is Switch: How to Change Things When Change is Hard. So it's really just talking about how people want to accomplish something, especially if you're trying to change a habit or a routine. And obviously, change is very hard. We get in these habits or routines, and it's very hard to get out of them and try and get into a new one. So, that book really talks about the science behind it and strategies. And one that I really liked that I learned from it is called Look for the Bright Spot. So, an example of this would be your child comes home with a report card and they have all A's except for one class that has an F. And it's human nature. This is our instinct, is to be like, yo, what happened in this one class? Why did you have an F here? Ignoring all the other classes where there's an A. So aside from that, obviously not being like really a healthy way to look at things, again, it's just human nature. That's just how we're engineered. We're engineered to see kind of the negative space because that's what helps us survive and that's what's helped us evolve and like always think about the thing that we need to improve. But it's not really a great way of looking at things if you're trying to actually improve something. So what look for the bright spot essentially means is instead of looking at that report card and seeing the one F and asking the kid what's wrong in that class, look at all the other classes and they got an A in. Ask the child, hey, what are you doing right in these classes? How come you're doing so well in these classes? What's your habit? What's your routine? What's your strategy? And then try to apply that to the class where you're having an F in. And you'll usually see that you'll have much better success in accomplishing an improvement if you look for the thing that's already working and try to do more of that and maybe take what's working and apply that into something that may not be working so well versus just looking at a problem and saying, how can we fix it? And you're basically like starting from scratch. You're like, well, you could try this, or you could try that, or you could try that. Makes much more sense and it's more efficient to just say, hey, let's look at something that's already working. Let's see if we can maybe copy that. We may have to modify it a little bit, but let's try to do something that's already working and make that work over here, something that may not be working as well. So I think this also is just a better mindset to have versus always focusing on the negative, always focusing on the thing that you don't have or the thing that's not going right. And instead, adjust your mindset to focus on the things that you are maybe grateful for, the things that are going right, and try to do more of those versus trying to do fewer bad things. Just try to do more of the things that already work, and you'll actually have a better outcome overall, and you'll feel better also because you're in that positive mindset more often. So that's it. Look for the bright spot. Again, the book is called Switch: How to Change Things When Change is Hard. And that's all I got for this one. See you in the next video.